Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we are going to be finding out what happens if you choose the wrong side when being introduced to Captain Hayden Russell, who is a Civil War veteran that you can run into in Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is one of the in-game special characters, and a bit of background: Hayden Russell was an Army captain in the 29th Ambarino Volunteer Infantry, and he is a veteran soldier that believes the Civil War is still going on and that the current date is April 14th, 1862. And you can have a few conversations with him as Arthur and John. And before we get into any experimenting, I'm just going to let you guys take a listen to these conversations right now.
State your side, sir. North or south?
Well, I sure ain't from the south.
Lucky for you. Captain Hayden Russell, 29th Ambarino Volunteer Infantry. Do you bring news from General Skollick?
Who's General Skollick?
I'm awaiting orders. We will move on Lemoyne soon and take Saint-Denis from the rebels.
You do know what year it is, right?
What kind of question's that? 1862, April 14th. Now move along, civilian, and watch yourself. Johnny Reb's in the area. North or south? State your side, sir.
I ain't no southerner, if that's what you're worried about.
I am worried. Very worried indeed. Captain Hayden Russell, 29th Ambarino Volunteer Infantry.
We've met before, you know.
I never laid eyes on you in my life. Been stationed here a while. We should be pushing down to Lemoyne soon. Communication's been slow and difficult, but like General Skollick says, a good soldier knows how to wait.
You've certainly done that.
Well, I can't be caught nattering to civilians. I have a post to guard. Are you with the Union? Talk, boy! Union or Confederate?
I guess so.
You guess so? You're a civilian?
Of sorts. You don't remember me at all, do you?
I've never met you. But I must say, an able-bodied man not signing up, that's a damn shame. It's been a hard war. A long war.
Very long in your case.
Now, we're moving on Lemoyne soon. I'm just waiting for word from General Skollick. There's been some activity on the telegraph, so I'm sure it's any day now.
And until then?
I keep my uniform washed, my boots polished, my rifle clean.
You don't need to be stuck out here no more. Do you want me to take you to the nearest town?
A soldier never leaves his post. Not that I can expect you to understand that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to the inspection of arms. Are you with the Union Army?
I suppose so.
You suppose so? Why aren't you in uniform?
I ain't a soldier.
Is that right? Captain Hayden Russell, 29th Ambarino Volunteer Infantry.
What are you doing out here?
We're awaiting orders. We will muster soon and move on Lemoyne to take Saint-Denis from the rebels.
What year you think it is?
Oh, my boy, I haven't been out here that long. 1862, April 14th. I must say, a young man like you neither volunteered nor drafted? You must be a coward, or rich, or both.
Crazy old man.
You should have a little more respect for the men in service. I will ask you to move along. You there! State your side. Gray or blue?
I don't have a
State your
side.
side! Oh, God, don't tell me you're a Delaware boy.
No, look, we've met before.
No. You must have me mistaken with someone else. Captain Hayden Russell, 29th Ambarino Volunteer Infantry.
You must have been out here 40-odd years.
Well, don't exaggerate, my boy. It has been a long and bloody war, and communication has been slow, but nobody said it was going to be easy. Having to leave my sweet Muriel behind. A farm boy without a lick of training. Straight into battle.
She your wife?
My betrothed.
Just go. She may still be out there.
I damn well hope she is. She said she'd wait, and I saved up a year to buy that ring. But a soldier doesn't desert his post. I'm expecting a missive from General Skolnik any day now. We're gonna move on Lemoyne and take Saint-Denis from the rebels.
Okay.
In the meantime, I have weapons to clean and boots to polish, so I will bid you farewell.
So that right there is Captain Hayden Russell, and it's definitely a unique set of encounters that you can have. Now, essentially, the reason that Hayden Russell is waiting here is he's waiting to see if he can get any news from his commanding officer, General Skolnik. And he claims that he is awaiting orders to advance into Lemoyne to take Saint-Denis from the rebels. Now, a little bit of trivia about this. Because Russell believes the current date is April 14th, 1862, and that he will soon march into Saint-Denis and capture it from rebels, this is probably a reference to the real Battle of Fort Jackson and St. Philip, in which Union forces captured New Orleans from the Confederates, and that only took place a couple of days later. So it's probably a reference to that real-life historical battle, but I wanted to do some experiments here, because all of those encounters that you saw happened if Arthur diffused the situation, where he said he clearly wasn't from the South, which was news to Hayden Russell, who of course is an enemy of the South. So I wanted to do some quick experiments as to what would happen if instead of Arthur diffusing the situation, what if he made things worse? And this is what happens.
State your side, sir. North or south?
What the hell are you talking about, old man?
I know one when I see one.
God damn it!
So as you guys saw there, Hayden Russell clearly believes to shoot first and ask questions later. Although I guess you could say he did ask us a question. We just didn't give him the proper answer that he was looking for. And he ends up shooting at us. Now, what's interesting is we can actually hogtie Hayden Russell. And he has a really, really cool hat. But unfortunately, it cannot be saved. So that's kind of unfortunate right there. He's got this super unique hat, but it can't be saved. So that's kind of a bummer. You can loot him as well, but he doesn't have anything specific on him, like a document, note, or a letter. And there's also another encounter you can have with him, or I should say another scenario, where instead of diffusing or antagonizing, you just say nothing at all. And this is what happens in that instance.
State your side, sir. North or south? State your side, or I'll shoot! Last warning! All right, then! Ah!
So once again, Captain Hayden Russell shoots if he doesn't hear the answer that he wants, and I just think that's kind of funny. Now, as you guys noticed here, he's sort of got this small base in Roanoke Ridge. Like there's a big watchtower sort of on the outside. He's got this like wooden fenced wall. And I wanted to see what would happen if we were able to get inside of his little base. Now, he doesn't seem to mind if you like going in the fence, but the door is locked. So, of course, with all the exploration we've been doing recently, I wanted to see if we could get inside. And it took a couple of attempts, but I was eventually able to get inside of his little base. And it's not completely empty. The first thing I wanted to try was opening up this nightstand drawer, and that didn't have anything in it. But there was a couple of other things in here as well, and I also wanted to get up top. Now, when I got up top, I was absolutely shocked at what I found. So there's a couple of things of, I think, like a liquor or whiskey or moonshine or whatever the case is. But this guy has got a Gatling gun up here. Inside of this case, he's got a freaking Gatling gun. I mean, this guy is ready for, the next undead nightmare attack. He's going to set up his Gatling gun on the top of this little base. He's got whiskey or liquor or moonshine. He is ready to go. That's crazy. Now, this might just be a reused prop from Rockstar, but I think that is incredibly cool that this old Civil War vet has a Gatling gun on there, and that he could be ready to use it at any time. Now, do be warned, if you guys are trying this for yourself, it is nearly impossible to get out once you're on the inside. So what I actually had to do was completely reload my save. So again, be careful if you haven't saved in a while and you go inside here. Well, unless you have something like dynamite or a way to blow yourself up, well, you might be stuck, and that's exactly what happened to me. Now, this got me thinking, meeting Captain Russell. The fact that he's a Civil War vet and sort of lives up here in isolation, I was thinking, what if I brought another Civil War vet to his location? And immediately I thought of two people. I thought of Mickey from Valentine, and then I thought of Joe from Rhodes. So I was thinking, man, that would be hysterical to see if I could get a character like Mickey to ultimately come visit Captain Russell. And maybe they would have like a unique line of dialogue or conversation. And so I went to Valentine because I knew that Mickey fought for the North, at least based off of his colors and the location of Valentine. So I figured he would get along in a more friendly way with Captain Russell. However, once I arrived at Valentine, I realized that there was a small problem, that Mickey could not be interacted with and he could not be hogtied. In fact, Mickey only has one arm, and even if you try and hogtie him on the ground, he will beat you away with one hand tied behind his back. So there's no way for you to get him to Captain Russell. So unfortunately, that plan was foiled. And I would imagine the exact same thing would happen to Joe. He's actually missing a leg, so I don't even know if you could hogtie him or what he would do. He certainly couldn't run away like Mickey, but I guarantee you it's the exact same thing. He is unable to be hogtied. So unfortunately, I could not reunite our Civil War veterans, but at the end of the day, I still thought this was a very interesting encounter. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next video.